Hello everyone, welcome to ShailajaIAS and welcome to the PYQ Decoder course. This is Subhash. In previous classes, last 7 classes, we did polity, we mapped the syllabus. Based on that, we thoroughly went to all the micro themes that are important and every year it is repeated. Those questions we did. In this next 7 classes, what we'll do is, first we'll map the economy, we'll take the economy subject, we'll map the economy syllabus, the macro themes, and next 5-6 classes, what we will do, all the micro units, okay, macro themes will be dealt with all the micro topics in each theme. So that we will do. Now, welcome to the PYQ Decoder course, where we'll discuss the strategies, how to approach for the economy subject. So, first we'll decode the syllabus of the economy. It includes economic as well as social development in your UPSC Prelims syllabus. So what does it include? First, it speaks about sustainability. So obviously SDG 2030 goals and agenda will become very important, and the organizations linked to this will be very important. And all the initiatives by Government of India and international also will be very important. Okay, for example, International Solar Alliance, right, ISA, where India and France are leading it. That becomes important. Next, environmental conservation. Though it is environment is a separate subject, it might be linked with economy. Okay. Then we have climate action frameworks linked with economical. See, there is a cross-linking happening. Economy concepts will be linked with development. Development will be linked with the environmental losses, pollution. So, cross-linking of environment and economy is the latest current affairs trend. That is coming through sustainability topics mentioned in economy subject. Next, renewable energy initiatives. Okay, here he speaks about capacities and our nationally determined contributions, NDCs. Okay, all this becomes important where environment as well as economy are interlinked together. Next we have poverty. Next we have main topic about poverty. It's mentioned in your syllabus topic. MDPI, multidimensional poverty index, okay, all the committees, okay, all the important committees to have BPL, right, below poverty line. That becomes important. And the concepts of poverty, what is absolute poverty, what is relative poverty, how do you measure poverty, okay. Then rural and urban elevation and the program linked to it, okay, program initiatives, okay, schemes to alleviate poverty, okay, all these are here. Food security and nutrition, okay, the schemes related to that, for example, MGNREGA, NAREGA for rural and urban elevation, okay, and food security, you have National Food Security Act. Those will become very important. Next is related to sustainability poverty, which is inclusion. Okay, economic inclusion. It can be digital inclusion, financial inclusion, okay, cooperatives, self-help groups. Related to economy will become very, very important. So financial inclusion, okay, Jandan, JAM, Aadhaar, Jandan, okay, JAM Trinity, linking it with mobile number. Then gender responsive budgeting. In budgeting, inclusive budgeting becomes important. Okay, union budget is very important topic. In that, inclusion, banking inclusion, okay, credit inclusion, all that becomes very important. Questions are coming in the important theme of inclusion mentioned in the syllabus. Next, DPI, digital public infrastructure, digital inclusion. Then disability and social justice. This also is a very important and a social development where cross-linking of economic with social justice might happen here. Next you have demographic. This is human geography linked with or economic geography. Human plus economic geography. So economy is a very vast subject and it has interlinking and diverse, cross-linking with environment, with sociology or social development, and with human geography and economic geography. So demographic dividend, questions have come. Labor force participation, right, questions have come. Population, migration, urbanization, industrialization, all these questions have come. Aging and youth policies. On all these questions have come. 2 to 3 questions every year. Questions have come here in this topic. Next we have social sector. Okay, again it is linked to poverty, sustainability, inclusion, and all this will be under social sector. Health and sanitation, Swachh Bharat Mission, The themes linked, the acts, the schemes, the themes linked to this become very important. Education, question was asked. Housing for all, question was asked. Skill India, question was asked. All these themes which are involved in social sector and current affairs will be very important in economy. Then you have economic governance. Where you have mix of polity and economy, competitive federalism, evidence-based policy, PPP, investment models, institutional monitoring. These are the core syllabus points which is not exactly economy but interlinked with economy, with society, with inclusion, with social sector, with geography, with polity. Core economic topics, we have monetary policy, we have banking policy, we have forex, we have infrastructure, trade. That we'll see next where questions are coming. But these are the peripherals area where more than 30 to 40% questions are coming. Every year almost 18 to 20 plus questions are coming in economy and 8 to 10 questions are coming from this peripheral area. Why I did the syllabus decoding here? Because we forget this. These are the topics that are mentioned in the syllabus of economy. So you have to understand that if from banking, from monetary policy, from inflation, from taxation, from foreign exchange, forex, balance of trade, if the questions come from there is 50 to 60%, the rest of the questions are coming from here. So you have to see the peripheral topics that are linked with economy and which is mentioned in the syllabus as well. I have decoded here. You have to ensure that you read economy by interlinking with other subjects and other topics. Clear? So next, which are the important macro themes in the economy? These are the important 3 pillars. There are totally 6 pillars which we will detailedly study in the next coming classes. We'll see one by one which are the important pillars and how many questions have been attributed to each pillar we'll see in the coming slide. So first pillar is fiscal policy and public finance. Very important pillar. It includes budgeting and deficit indicators. What is fiscal deficit? What is primary deficit? What is revenue deficit? Directly, questions have been asked based on formula. And questions have been asked on the applications as well. So here, we'll not go detailedly. Briefly, we'll see which are the topics are there and where questions are coming from. Next, taxation, its structure, how it is there, direct tax, indirect tax, the entire tree of tax should be studied. And the new GST, its mechanism, everything should be studied thoroughly. Next we have Finance Commission and the FRBM Act. The devolution, horizontal devolution as well as vertical devolution of the taxes. FRBM Act framework become very important. Then public debt management strategies. All public debt, government debt, companies debt, all this become very important where questions have been coming under fiscal policy and public finance. Next we have monetary policy and banking. Almost 5 to 6 questions will come from both fiscal policy and monetary policy in economy. Out of 20 questions, almost 6-7 questions, that is 30-35% weightage is with these 2 pillars. Monetary policy and banking. Very important. RBI is the single most important theme in monetary policy where 2 to 3 questions will come directly under RBI, its functions, the tools used by RBI, okay, repo, marginal standing facility, OM, open market operations, all this become very important. Then one question might always show up with respect to how money supply, how the money multiplier effect, the M1, M2, M3, M4, what is broad money, okay, what is reserve money, all this becomes very important. Next, digital rupee, CBDC, modern NBFCs, okay, all these are very important where RBI has direct functions in some of the banks, controlling of the bank, controlling of the NBFCs, okay. Another very important is the payment system. The modern payment systems like UPI and the NEFT, RTGS, all these are very important. The schemes, the important new initiatives upon this are also very important. And if any RBI has done any regulations, tweaks, also will become very important. Money market, monetary policy, okay, fiscal policy. Next, we'll see the financial market, which includes money market, capital market, okay, which is stock market, which are very important as well. These are these 3 pillars. In the next slide, 3 pillars were 6 important pillars where you have to focus, and all your questions, okay, 90% of questions are coming from capital market, money market. You have to know detailedly who control money market, what are the instruments under money market. In capital market, who is controlling, what are the instruments there, all this you have to know detailedly. Bonds, stocks, all this you have to know. Then investment, okay, and alternative investment, angel investment, VC, venture capital, hedge, okay, hedge funds, all this you have to know thoroughly, the concepts, okay. Then you have INVITs, infrastructure, international credit rating agencies, IRS, okay, ICRAs, international credit rating agencies. Your market, your bonds there are companies investing. So to rate the bonds, you need to have credit rating agencies. Entire, okay, ecosystem of capital market and financial market, you need to have good grip and understanding. Then you have financial instrument like exchange traded funds, swaps, credit swaps, derivatives, what are options, what are futures, all this will be under financial markets and investment. So very important pillars. 50% of the questions, okay, more than 50% of the questions in economy is coming from 3 pillars. The next 3 pillars are linked to the syllabus, which is mentioned in your prelims, okay, syllabus, it is mentioned. So those 3 pillars carries almost 40 to 45% of the question. Yes, the first 3 pillars will get almost 60% question, but the next 3 pillars are also important to get almost 90% answers right in economy. You need to do these 3 pillars as well. We'll see one by one. Agriculture and rural economy. Agriculture economy and rural economy. Cropping pattern, MSP, irrigation systems, always one question is asked. Economy, agriculture plus environment. You will link the 3 subjects and you will frame 2-3 questions linked with agriculture, economy and environment. Next, land reforms and agri credit like Kisan credit card, how land reforms has happened, how credit has changed with respect to farmers. Okay. Then farmer subsidies, food management under Food Corporation of India. Okay. Then Bima Yojanas. Okay. Fasal Bima Yojana. Insurance, crop insurance also becomes very important. Then e-technologies with respect to farming. Okay. ENAM. Recent farm bills. Okay. Which were repealed. And new model acts if there are any. All this becomes very, very important. And question is coming from this because civil service exam is conducted along with Indian Forest Service. So in forest, topics like environment, agriculture, okay, sustainable development becomes very, very important. So 3-4 questions in a year can come directly from this topic, which is linked with agriculture, economy, environment, okay, conservation. Next, external sector and trade. Here you have balance of payment, okay, near, rear, okay, effective exchange rates, what is nominal, all these questions are important. Then FDI, direct investment, FPI, foreign portfolio investment, the external debt, the dynamics of it. Okay, questions will come very applications based sometime. Then you have trade agreements, INSTC, okay, BTIA, bilateral trade. All these are very important, and the global institutions, IMF, World Bank, WTO, all these are very important, and any instruments, recent instruments in news also will be important. Previously was asking, okay, which reports and which organizations. Now in the last 4-5 years, the questions are not coming, although the instruments, okay, the functions done by these institutions, questions are coming. And with respect to, for example, new like UN clause, which is in news, okay, law of seas, International Seabed Authority, ISA, all these are also becoming very important, which is in news. The international governance and linked with the external international trade and external sector becomes very, very important. Clear? Next you have sustainable development and social sector, which we discussed in the syllabus point also. Here circular economy, green bond, their framework, all this will be important. The solar energy, renewable energies as a total, and demographic. Okay, questions have been coming from direct definition. What is TFR was asked in 2024. Aging population, their trends, okay. Malthusian economy, okay, all this will be important. Then poverty indices and inclusive growth models, questions are coming directly from. Then social sector schemes, okay, ESG reporting, all this environmental, social governance reporting, all these are very important. I will try to cover 5 to 6 years, last 6 years, based on this pillar macro themes, which all the important areas questions have come. I'll try to cover in the coming next 6 classes, okay? So we'll see the very important, the distribution and weightage analysis in the economy one by one. If you see in 2025, monetary, okay, and banking, always it has 4 to 5 questions, and it has the highest questions in last 10 years. I have taken here the distribution of last 10 years, and 38 questions have come in the last 10 years. On an average, 4 questions is coming from this itself. Monetary policies and banking are very important. Then external sector, every year 3 questions is coming. In 2025, the economy was 21 highest, 16, 14, 14, 16, 15, 18, 16, 18. In the last 10 year, average, okay, 15 questions are coming in economy. So it is one of the important I4 subject, okay, the static subjects mein, which is polity, geography, history, economy, which forms the core of UPSC. You will get more than 50%, nearly almost 60% of the questions in examination. Economy is where concepts are also asked, applications are also asked with the current affairs. But if your static is strong, current affairs can be dealt with. You need not know, but logically you need not know all the statements, but logically you can deduce and get the answers. That is the beauty of the economy, and you need to have clarity with all the 6 pillars, okay, 6 and 7 pillars. 7 pillars are very important. Next, fiscal and budgeting, okay, fiscal policy, the policies of government, taxation, all this become very important. 2 to 3 questions are coming from this every year also. Next you have agriculture. There also you have 2 to 3 questions coming every year. Then you have financial market, okay, capital market, money market. Every year there also 2 questions are coming. Sustainable development, social schemes. There you are getting 3 to 4 questions, okay. 5 questions here, 4 to 5 questions external sector, 4 to 5 questions on sustainable social development, and fiscal and budgeting, agriculture, financial market, 2 to 3 questions every year. Then infrastructure, industrial development, okay, schemes related to that. all the 6 varieties of infrastructure, right? Road, railways, waterways, all this becomes very important. Shipping, logistics sector, all these are very important where 2 to 3 questions are asked every year. In 2025, 3 questions was asked there and maximum 21 questions were asked in 2025 prelims in economy. So you have to understand that out of 100, if 20 questions are coming in economy, it holds 20%. And 60 questions will come from the 4 important subjects, which is polity, which we already dealt with, then economy, geography, history. So study well, thoroughly, don't run behind only current affairs. These 4 subjects, which are the static and the core 4, if you make it fundamentally strong, then nothing can hold you back and it will be easy. 60 questions will be a cakewalk for you if you understand the themes and if you focus your study properly. 6 to 7 themes we did in polity, 6 to 7 themes in economy also holds key. So next slide. What are the important traps? Okay. Elimination techniques have been already gone after 23 prelims. What are the traps and what are the common trend line we are seeing? What are the logical ways how UPSC is trying to keep the trap? That we will see one by one very briefly. First one, rule of nuance. Identify extreme markers in economy. Word like necessarily, always or only are incorrect in economy. Economics is always complex and always if 3 statements are given, but concept should be clear. First, okay, the rule, thumb of rule is first your knowledge, then common sense, general sense, then if there are any extreme words, techniques, okay, techniques that should be followed. Blindly going, oh, facts are there, wrong, give it wrong, no. First, do you know that? If the fact is right, then it will be right. Don't go blindly that facts are wrong, oh, wrong, okay, extreme words are there, wrong, no. Understand, read the statement. Is it right? Knowledge you have? It is right, go with your knowledge. Then you use the common sense. Whether it will make logically sound, cause-effect relationship, is the cause matching with the effect? Then go with that. Then techniques you use, okay. Very extreme words in the economy may be wrong. Clear? Next. Next, rule of may and can. In science, in digital economy, in new tools, statements suggesting possibility are frequently correct. Not always correct, frequently correct. For example, we had digital currencies can be programmed. It can be, implying technical capability rather than absolute inevitability. It must be programmed. It should be programmable. No, can be programmed. Yes, there is a chance in the future or it is being done now. So that statement will hold good. Then rule of asset liability. Any basic accounting principles, no, you should know in the money market, okay, capital market, budgeting, finance, banking, okay, what is capital revenue, what is asset, what is liability. Every year 2 to 3 questions will come here. So you should know what is liability, what is asset, what is revenue, what is capital revenue, what is capital in expenditure, okay, what is revenue expenditure, okay, that you should know. Clear? All the terminologies should be very clear. What is asset, what is liability, what is capital expenditure, what is revenue expenditure, what is capital income. Every year, basic terminologies, 2 to 3 questions are coming. And the terminologies with the stock market, last time he had asked what is beta, okay. He might ask with the terminologies with respect to finance market, with respect to capital market, how bonds will work, all these are very important. Then institutional mapping, okay. Map ministry organization pair logically. For example, boards he has asked related to MSME, example coir. Okay, it will not be under heavy industries coir. It was asked in last year. It will be under MSME. Okay, coir. logical alignment of function and authority are must. 1-2 question will come in this. 4 to 5 traps are set, and language you can understand whether they are right or not. That how you develop, that you will develop through reading statement, analyzing each questions, seeing wrong options also. There you will learn how UPSC is keeping a trap. You will understand the mind of examiner there. So I hope this is clear. Go through it. So we'll ensure that all these themes, all these 6 pillars are logically decoded one by one. Okay, next coming 6 classes, all these 7 themes will be logically decoded. We will solve all the PYQs of the last 5-6 years asked in this theme, and we'll understand where it is revolving. So as I told earlier also, don't think that questions will be repeated, but themes will always get repeated of what last 4-5 years areas are coming from. Focus on them, study thoroughly, understand the patterns. Be sure, I'm sure that you'll be able to answer most of the questions in economy. So this has been a very meticulously planned and meticulously worked program. Make sure that you utilize it, okay, and make sure you spread it among your friends and aspirant community also. So see you again in the next class with starting with the themes of economy. Till then, take care.